First grade. So, in Writer's Workshop this week, we are going to be talking about book covers and how that they can reveal hints about the genre. Now, genre is the type of book. Now, I know some of this vocabulary is a bit tricky, but I promise it will get easier as we go. But last week we talked and we worked all about writing beginning, middle, and end of stories. And this week, it's good for us to take a break from our writing and focus on something that's really fun and exciting. And authors always get excited about their books and their book covers. So that's what we're going to talk about. And we're going to explore the different book covers and see if we can figure out what type of information we can learn from those book covers. So, what types of books are there? Well, there are two types. There are narrative books where the author's purpose is to entertain us. They tell us the story. So, if you can see here, we have Don't Eat the Bluebonnets. Okay, so, and you can see from the title, from that cover page, that it's very silly, and the cow is looking off in the distance. It doesn't look like a real cow. It looks more like a cartoon character. But narrative books, the purpose, the reason why the author writes it is to entertain us. Another type of book that we see is expository or informational text. And the author's purpose is to give us information. They teach us facts. They teach us different things that we may learn. So if you look here, you have The Milkmakers. Now, both books have a cartoon-like picture, but which one looks more real? You're right. It's the one that The Milkmakers, that cow looks more real than the Don't Eat Bluebonnets, because I don't know if I've ever seen a cow roll their eyes. Have you? If you have, you've got to let me know so I can go to that spot of where they roll their eyes. But those are the two types of books that we're going to learn about and really focus on. Narrative, where it's to entertain us and it tells us a story. Expository or informational, where the author's purpose is to give us information and they teach us facts. Okay? Let's look at another example. Okay, again, genre is the type of book. So we have Raisin, the little cow, and we have cows. Well, Raisin, the littlest cow, is a narrative. The character's name is in the title. That's another clue for us to see. If we are having the title in our book, then if we're having the character's title in our book, then that gives us a hint as to what could be happening in our book, or what, if it's narrative or if it's expository. And Raisin, the littlest cow, if you look, have you ever seen a cow write before? I haven't. I know they can move, but I didn't think they could write. So this is a narrative book. It's teaching us, it's telling us a story. If we look over here to cows, the book is informational. It's expository. The title reveals the topic. Okay, it's all about cows. The author's purpose is to inform us, give us facts about cows. And if you can see, the picture on the front looks very real, looks very much so like a cow. So again, narrative, expository. Let's look at some other examples. Okay, so let's look at Giraffes Can't Dance. That is another form of a narrative book. The author is telling us a story. If you look at the cover, I don't think that a giraffe can dance, and I've never seen a giraffe do a backflip. So even just looking at it, it's kind of got a cartoon, like a drawing, an illustration. And when I look at the drawing and the illustration, it's not going to be real because giraffes, they can't dance. And if I've never seen one dance before. Let's look at another one. A Frog's Life. Just looking at that cover, okay, it's a real photo. It's of a real picture of a frog. The title, A Frog's Life. What do we think? It's going to be expository or informational. The author is teaching us facts about a frog's life. We are going to learn about all the things about a frog's life. So you can tell the difference between the giraffe can't dance, where you're seeing a giraffe run and jump and dance, and then you're seeing a real life photo of a frog that's just hanging out on a leaf. Like, we've seen those. You may not have seen him in person, but that's a real frog. He's not singing. He doesn't have a microphone. So this is an expository text. If you look at the next one where it says penguins, you're seeing a real life photo about penguins, and you're seeing the title, and you're seeing of how that picture looks. It's going to be an expository or informational text. The author is teaching us facts, not about a frog, but he's teaching us facts about a penguin. So you can see that it's about a penguin. The author is teaching us facts about a penguin. So it's expository or informational. Some dogs do. Well, I've never seen a dog fly. I've never seen him go on a parachute. We have an illustration, and he's flying in the sky. So it's a narrative book. The author is going to tell us a story. It's going to tell us a story about a dog, and he's trying to entertain us. Whereas in the penguins, he's going to be teaching us things about penguins. So for your assignment, you're going to have kind of like a book sort match, where you're going to play a matching game, where you're going to have a book title, and then you're going to have you're going to have to find if it's an expository or if it's a narrative book, and then you'll put the match together. Okay? All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow.